All right, this question is asking you to find the measure of angle C when you're given these other pieces of information about the triangle. Now, what you need to know is that we've been using sine, cosine, and tangent on right triangles. However, this question is not a right triangle, so I need to think of another tool that might work. Law of sines is one that you might want to consider. The question with law of sines is, can you circle an angle and a side that are opposite each other? In this case right here, you're going to notice the 70 degrees and the 15 are opposite each other, and I can circle those too. When you can do this, you can do law of sines. And then if you're trying to find the measure of angle C, I have to circle its angle and the side that's opposite each other as well. We'll use those two circles I just made to make a proportion. Here's how you set it up. It's always sine of your angle over the side equals sine of your angle over the side. Now, in this case here, I'm going to say sine of 70 over 15, like you see right here. That's going to equal sine of C over 9, like you see here. Now, in this proportion, it's very important you understand how to solve for the variable that we're looking for here by always cross-multiplying the diagonal that does not have that letter in it. So we're going to take 9 times sine of 70, and then you're going to always then divide by what's across from it. I kind of like to mark up the picture here just a little bit, and we'll just do it like this. I'm going to multiply those two things together first, and then divide by what's across from my variable I'm solving for. In the calculator, you're going to type it in like this. So pull out your calculator. You're going to type in, first of all, 9 times sine of 70. So 9 times sine of 70 degrees. And then you're going to divide by, which is across from that letter, 15. So hit 15, and then hit enter. That'll give you this answer of 0.56381555725. Okay, so we're good with that. So we can write down sine of C equals that long decimal I just mentioned. Now, to actually find the measure of angle C, we have to get rid of this sine function by doing the inverse sine. So you're going to do the inverse sine of this function. And the way you do the inverse sine is by going to your calculator, press second sine. That'll make a negative sine to the -1 symbol show up here. And then we're going to type in our angle, like you see right here, that comes after it. And then as you do that calculation, your answer comes out to be 34.32, and then so on. But the angle measured to the nearest two decimal places would be 34.32 degrees. That is how you do law of sines. Remember, it's always, can you circle an angle and a side that are opposite each other? In this case, we could. That's why we use law of sines. Setting up a proportion, remembering to multiply the diagonal without the variable first and divide by what's across from it. And then, in this case, since you had to find an angle, you have to do this inverse sine of that decimal you got to turn it into the angle. That's basically it, and hopefully this video helps.